Hello and welcome everyone. Myself Bhagyashree. Today we are going to continue our topic, that is illustrations of CMA final paper number 14 SFM. Topic is portfolio management. So today we will solve illustration number 29. Mr. Q owns a portfolio with the following characteristics. Okay, so security A, security B and risk free security is there. So factor 1 sensitivity. So sensitivity is nothing but the beta. So factor 1 beta, factor 2 beta is given for that particular securities, and expected return is also given in all of the three cases. Here risk free security never has a beta, that's why 0. okay, so रिस्क फ्री के लिए बीटा नहीं रहता है क्योंकि उसमें रिस्क फैक्टर ही नहीं रहता है, राइट. सो इसीलिए हम लोग का जो रिस्क फ्री सिक्योरिटी है उसका जो बीटा है वो 0 दिया हुआ है. ओके, सो आफ्टर दैट it is assumed that security returns are generated by the two factor model. Okay, so if Mr. Q has rupees 1 lakh to invest and sell a short 50,000 of a security B and purchase 1,50,000 of a security A, what is the sensitivity of Mr. Q's portfolio, okay, to the two factors? So basically here proportion is given that security A's amount will be 1,50,000, means Mr. Q is investing in security A 1,50,000 and he is selling security B, that is 50,000. okay, so basically his net investment will be 1,50,000 minus this 50,000. so basic net investment will be 1 lakh. okay, so if Mr. Q has 1 lakh to invest ऐसे बोला है. okay, so basic investment will be 1 lakh. so this is the first case and we have to find out the beta. Thereafter we will read the second and third case. okay, so here calculation of a sensitivity of, that is beta, of a portfolio. okay, so this is a case 1. okay, in that security I have written. Now investment value I want to write. So here investment value in case of A, it is 1,50,000. they have already told in the question, that is 1,50,000 he is purchasing that security, and in case of B he is selling, so their short sale. okay, they have written short sale. So 1,50,000 investment minus sale, so we are investing total 1 lakh. okay, net amount Mr. Q has to invest, that is rupees 1 lakh. Now we have to find out the weight. okay, so let's start. We will find out the weight. 1,50,000 divided by 1 lakh. okay, so we will find out the weight, that is 1.5. here weight is 1.5. after that 50,000 divided by 1 lakh, here 0.5. so we got the weight. Now I have told you that the total of weight must be 1. so here bracket will be there because we are selling security B. so 1.5 minus 0.5 we are getting 1. so our weight is correct. okay, now just multiply weight multiplied by beta. so 1.5 multiplied by 0.8 we are getting 1.2. here 1.5 multiplied by 0.5, okay, that is in minus, right. so we are getting 0.75, 0.75 which is in minus. okay, which is in minus. so here 1.2 minus 0.75, so we are getting 0.45. so first beta is 0.45. okay, after that next, in case of second, weight will remain same, only multiplication will change. so 1.5 is the weight multiplied by 0.6 is the beta. so beta multiplied by weight, that is weighted beta will be 0.9. 0.5 which is in minus weight multiplied by this 1.2 my beta, so I am getting 0.6. okay, which is in minus. so 0.9 minus 0.6 I am getting 0.3, that is 0.30. okay, so let's check the first answer whether it is correct or not. See, in case of factor 1 it is 0.45 and in case of factor 2 we are getting 0.30. so first answer is correct. Now second question. See, if Mr. Q borrows 1 lakh at a risk free rate, okay, and invest the amount he borrows along with the original amount, that is 1 lakh, okay, in a security A and B in the same proportion as desirable in part 1. okay, so basically ratio of investment will be same as in case of A. okay, what is the sensitivity of a portfolio of the two factors? so this question we have to understand properly. okay, so here सी बेसिक इन्वेस्टमेंट विल रिमेन सेम, दैट इज 1 लाख. ओके, बेसिक इन्वेस्टमेंट हम लोग का 1 लाख ही रहेगा. ओके, सी क्या बोला है हम लोग को, अलॉन्ग विथ द ओरिजिनल अमाउंट ऑफ इन्वेस्टमेंट. ओके, see we are borrowing amount that is 1 lakh. Okay, but our own investment will be 1 lakh only because Mr. Q has only 1 lakh rupees. Okay, so here we have to understand that proportion. See, we will check the proportion here. See, 50,000 and 1 lakh 50,000, right? So here this amount is 50,000 and this amount is triple of this amount, right? 50,000, then 1 lakh and then 1 lakh 50,000. Okay, see, 50,000 is the base multiplied by 3. So this is 1,50,000. So basically here ratio is 3:1. Okay, 3:1 is the ratio. 50,000 मल्टीप्लाइड बाय 3 करोगे तो 1,50,000 आ जाएगा. सो रेशियो हम लोग को ध्यान में रखना है, दैट इज 3:1. ओके, सो इट मीन्स B's sale is a base. Okay, and A investment is a triple of that base. Okay, so here in the part B they are saying that RF means we are borrowing rupees 1 lakh. Okay, in the first line, very first line, they are saying that Mr. Q has borrowed 1 lakh from the risk free rate. Borrow is not in this is not his original investment, means these money is not of Mr. Q, he is just borrowing. So that's why we will put a bracket. Okay, so here he was borrowing, so 1 lakh is the bracket. Okay, after that they are saying that original investment. See, along with the original investment 1 lakh in a security A and B in the same proportion as desired. Okay, so जो भी ओरिजिनल इन्वेस्टमेंट मतलब टोटल हम लोग का फाइनल इन्वेस्टमेंट विल बी 1 लाख. ओके, फाइनल इन्वेस्टमेंट हम लोग का कितना रहेगा, 1 लाख रहेगा. ओके, नाउ प्रपोर्शन must be same as in case of A. So ratio was 3:1 here. Okay, now we will check by putting the amount that whether we will get the total amount same or not. Okay, for example if we write here 1 lakh. Okay, अगर B का अमाउंट हम लोग 1 लाख लिखेंगे तो उसका 3 टाइम्स A का अमाउंट रहेगा. ओके, सो इधर मैं क्या करूँगी, 1 लाख लिख के लूँगी. ओके, 1 lakh, and B we are not investing, B we are selling. Okay, so that's why here I will put a bracket. So B के 3 times हम लोग का A का अमाउंट आएगा. Okay, see for example इधर 50,000 था तो 50,000 मल्टीप्लाइड बाय 3 किया तो 1,50,000. It means 3:1 was the ratio and here 1 lakh is the amount, so I will multiply by 3 because 3:1 is the ratio. I am getting amount that is 3 lakh. So here we are investing total 3 lakh in A. Okay, 3 lakh we are investing in A, but from where we got the money, 1 lakh is the original money that Mr. Q has. 1 lakh we have borrowed, that's why I am putting bracket here, and because this is not our own money, and here B is selling, so we are selling B and we are getting 1 lakh, so that's why I am putting bracket. So sale, borrow will get a bracket. Okay, so 3 lakh we are investing, that is correct, but from that 3 lakh only 1 lakh is of मिस्टर क्यू. मीन्स जो 3 लाख अमाउंट है उसमें से 1 लाख ही सिर्फ मिस्टर क्यू का है, मतलब उसका खुद का पैसा. बाकी 1 लाख जो है वो बी हम लोग ने सेल किया, उसमें से पैसा मिला है, और आरएफ जो है वो हम लोग ने मतलब रिस्क फ्री रेट पे हम लोग ने बोरो किया है. सो बोरो किया हुआ मनी हम लोग का खुद का नहीं होता, वो बोरो किया हुआ था, इसीलिए हम लोग ने ब्रैकेट डाला है. सो फाइनली वी विल चेक दैट वेदर वी आर गेटिंग 1 लाख और नॉट. सो 3 लाख माइनस 1 लाख माइनस 1 लाख, सो वी आर गेटिंग 3 लाख, सॉरी we are getting 1 lakh. So we are getting correct proportion over here. So let's find out the weight. It's very simple to find out the weight. See, 3 lakh divided by 1 lakh, so I am getting 3. So it's very simple to find out the weight. Here 3 lakh, here 1 and here 1. Okay, so 3 minus 1 minus 1, so I am getting 1. So weight is correct. Now 3 multiplied by 0.8, I am getting 2.4. 1 which is in minus multiplied by 1.5, I am getting minus 1.5, so that is in bracket, and here even though we will multiply we will get a 0 only. So here 2.4 minus 1.5, so I am getting 0.90 is the beta of factor 1. Okay, so this is factor 1 beta, this is factor 2 beta, here also this is factor 1 beta, here also it is factor 2 beta. Okay, weighted beta. After that here weight and factor 2 wala beta. 3 multiplied by 0.6, I am getting 1.8 1 which is in minus multiplied by 1.2, I am getting 1.2 which is in minus, and here I will obviously get 0 because multiplication will give the answer 0. 1.8 minus 1.2, I am getting 0.60, 0.60. Okay, so let's check the answer whether beta is correct or not. See, 0.9 and 0.6, so we are getting same answer. Now last part, that is part 3. What is the expected return premium of factor 2? Okay, so expected return premium of factor 2 they are asking about. So return premium का मतलब हम लोग का क्या होता है, RM माइनस RF, उसी को हम लोग रिटर्न प्रीमियम बोलते हैं, राइट. सो वी हैव टू फाइंड आउट इन केस ऑफ फैक्टर 2. ओके, so here we will find out that expected return premium of factor 2. okay, even though they are asking about factor 2, but we have to use the formula total, means entire formula we have to use. so return premium यानी कि हम लोग का जो return premium होता है ना, RP, that is RM minus RF. okay, so RP we have to find out. so here we have to use the CAPM formula. so expected return under CAPM. okay, now normally only one beta we were getting in the earlier question, but now two betas are there. so RF plus beta, that is beta 1. okay, so RF plus beta 1, RM minus RF. okay, this is the first beta bracket. okay, after that next another beta is there, so that's why next bracket. so beta 2, okay, beta 2 RM minus RF. okay, see, normally formula is RF plus beta RM minus RF, right, but here we are having two beta, so that's why two brackets are there, right. Now I will just put the values. Expected return. okay, so expected return under CAPM, which is given in the question, in case of security A, that is 20%. okay, so here 20% is given in case of security A. okay, here we are doing for security A. okay, security A का हम लोग कर रहे हैं. so इसमें हम लोग का परसेंट है 20%. RF is same in both the cases, that is 15%. okay, RF का परसेंट हम लोग को 15% दिया हुआ है. उसके बाद प्लस beta 1. see, we are calculating for security A. so here expected return percentage, here RF is given, and beta we have to use this because we are doing for security A. so 0.8 and 0.6. so here 0.8. now RM minus RF को ही हम लोग RP बोलते हैं ना, so RP1. okay, RM minus RF उसी को हम लोग RP बोलते हैं, so RP1 because this is the first part, plus here beta is 0.6. okay, and again here RP2. okay, because this is the second part, so RP2. I hope you are getting me. now 20 minus this 15. okay, here 0.8 RP1. basically we are making equations. okay, so here phi is equal to 0.8 RP1 plus 0.6 RP2. okay, now I will send this part here. so phi minus 0.6 RP2. okay, divided by 0.8. I hope you are getting me. see, phi is as it is, this plus will become minus here, and this here multiplication is there, so here division. okay, so ये मैंने एक ही स्टेप में तीनों कर दिया है. okay, so 5 उधर ही था, ये प्लस का माइनस किया, और ये इधर RP मैंने डायरेक्टली RP का जो 0.8 है वो इधर मल्टीप्लिकेशन में था, उसको डिवाइड में भेज दिया. okay, so I will divide it now. 5 divided by 0.8, so I am getting 6.25. okay, minus 0.6 divided by 0.8, so I am getting 0.75 RP2. okay, is equal to RP1. okay, so here I am getting RP1 value. now we will stop here, and after that we will go for security B. ओके, जितना हो सका जितना हम लोग कर सकते थे उतना हम लोग ने किया। अभी हम लोग जा रहे हैं सिक्योरिटी बी के लिए। ओके, तो सिक्योरिटी बी में भी हम लोग CAPM वाला फॉर्मूला यूज़ करेंगे और उसमें वैल्यूज़ पुट करेंगे। ओके, सो एक्सपेक्टेड रिटर्न अंडर CAPM इज इक्वल टू RF प्लस बीटा 1 RM माइनस RF प्लस बीटा 2 RM माइनस RF। ओके, अभी एक्सपेक्टेड रिटर्न इन केस ऑफ सिक्योरिटी बी। ओके, सो दिस इज फॉर सिक्योरिटी बी। उसका जो रिटर्न है वो 25% दिया हुआ है। सो 25%, RF इज 15%, वी नो दैट। एंड हियर बीटा फैक्टर 1 in case of security B, see 1.5 and 1.2 that we have to use. So 1.5 RP1, okay, plus 1.2 RP2. Okay, now 25 minus 15, here 1.5 RP1 plus 1.2 RP2. Okay, माइनस करेंगे तो 10 आ जाएगा। हियर 1.5 RP1 प्लस 1.2 RP2। ओके, अभी जो हम लोग ने RP1 का वैल्यू फाइंड आउट किया था वो हम लोग को इधर पुट करना है। सी, RP1 का वैल्यू जो है इधर, वो उधर हम लोग को पुट करना है। ओके, सी, इधर जो RP1 है उसकी जगह पे पूरा वो वैल्यू मैंने इधर पुट करके लिया। अभी जस्ट सॉल्व करना है। ओके, सो 10 इज इक्वल टू, सी क्वेश्चन में हम लोग को क्या पूछा था, एक्सपेक्टेड रिटर्न प्रीमियम ऑफ फैक्टर 2। इसका मतलब हम लोग को RP2 का वैल्यू फाइंड आउट करना है। ओके, रिटर्न प्रीमियम ऑफ फैक्टर 2, सो RP2 वी हैव टू फाइंड आउट। हियर 1.5 मल्टीप्लाइड बाय 6.25, सो वी आर गेटिंग 9.375। ओके, माइनस मार्क, after that 1.5 multiplied by 0.75, so we are getting 1.125 RP2 plus 1.2 RP2. Okay, now this I will transfer here. So 10 minus 9.375, okay, is equal to, see, ये हम लोग का बड़ा नंबर है, सो हम लोग डायरेक्टली माइनस करके लेंगे। सी, दिस इज अ प्लस means positive value, so 1.2 minus 1.125, so I am getting positive 0.075 RP2. Okay, now here 10 minus 9.375, so I am getting 0.625 is equal to 0.075 RP2. Okay, now 0.625 divided by 0.075 is equal to RP2. Okay, so if we divide 0.625 divided by 0.075, so we will get here 8.33. okay, 8.33%, बिकॉज ये आंसर परसेंट में आता है। RP मतलब रिस्क प्रीमियम जो रहता है वो परसेंट में रहता है ना, RM माइनस RF करते तो रिस्क प्रीमियम आता है। सो आई एम गेटिंग हियर आंसर दैट इज 8.33%, okay, as a RP2. Let's check the answer whether it is correct or not. See, here we are getting 8.33%. okay, so here we have completed illustration number 29. Now we will go for illustration number 30. See, illustration number 30, the total market value of the equity share of a Durham company is 60 lakh. So this is the equity investment 60 lakh and the total debt is 40 lakh. okay, सो इक्विटी एंड डेट उसका जो कॉम्बिनेशन है कैपिटल स्ट्रक्चर में वो हम लोग को दिया है। ओके, मतलब मार्केट वैल्यू दिया हुआ है बेसिकली। द ट्रेजरर एस्टिमेट दैट द बीटा ऑफ द स्टॉक इज करेंटली 1.5 एंड एंड दैट द एक्सपेक्टेड रिस्क प्रीमियम, ओके, एक्सपेक्टेड रिस्क प्रीमियम, इसका मतलब RP इज 12%. ओके, द ट्रेजरी बिल रेट इज 10%. सो दिस इज नथिंग बट RF. So RF is given, RP is given and beta is given. Okay, so what is the beta of the company's existing portfolio of asset? Actually here we can use the formula, that is beta of asset is equal to beta of equity multiplied by equity वाला जो हम लोग का वेट रहता है वो सब यूज़ करके हम लोग कर सकते हैं, या फिर हम लोग शॉर्टकट में भी कर सकते हैं. ओके, सो लेट्स स्टार्ट द फर्स्ट पार्ट. सी, मैंने नॉर्मल वे इधर लिया है, मतलब शॉर्टकट, बिकॉज while writing the formula we can make a mistake, so better than that we can use this. Okay, so here investment is given 60 lakh, here 40 lakh, and total investment is 1 crore. So securities, first is equity shares. They have given the information that 60 lakh is equity part and 40 lakh is debt part. Okay, now I will find out the weight, because हम लोग को weighted beta find out करना है. Okay, so 60 lakh divided by 1 crore, so I am getting 0.6, and here 40 lakh divided by 1 crore I am getting 0.4. so total हम लोग चेक करेंगे 1.6 plus 1.4, sorry 0.6 plus 0.4, that is 1. नाउ बीटा, ओके, अभी बीटा हम लोग को बोला है. सो नॉर्मली बीटा क्या होता है, रिस्क फैक्टर होता है. ओके, और नॉर्मली आप लोग को ये तो पता है कि इक्विटी और डेट में रिस्की कौन रहता है, नॉर्मली तो इक्विटी रहता है. ओके, क्योंकि इक्विटी में जो भी रिटर्न रहता है वो हम लोग का फ्लक्चुएटिंग रहता है. ओके, सो इक्विटी shares get the return, that is dividend, at a fluctuating rate. Even though if the company is not having profit, then they may not get the dividend, but in case of debt there is no risk. Okay, so beta is given, that is 1.5. okay, so beta is given 1.5 and here beta will be 0. okay, इधर हम लोग का बीटा नहीं रहेगा, 0 रहेगा, बिकॉज डेट में रिस्की नहीं होता है. सो नाउ वेरी सिंपल, वेट मल्टीप्लाइड बाय बीटा, 1.5 multiplied by 0.6, I am getting 0.9, and here obviously I will get a 0 in multiplication, so total beta will be 0.9. okay, so my first answer is ready, that is 0.9. we can solve this by formula also, but while writing the formula we make some mistakes, so answer will be wrong. That's why I am telling you the normal way. So here answer is correct. Now second question, estimate the company's cost of capital and the discount rate for an expansion of the company's present business. Okay, so basically we have to find out the cost of capital, it means KE, it means nothing but the expected return. Okay, and we are having the information of CAPM, so we will use that formula. So cost, company's cost of capital, that is KE, is equal to RF plus beta, RM minus RF. So RF is given 10, okay, plus beta we have found, that is 0.9. RM minus RF is nothing but the RP, so RP is given 12%. okay, so 12 multiplied by 0.9 plus 10, so I am getting 20.8%. 20.8%. okay, so let's take the answer. See, 20.8%. now that explanation is given about discount rate. okay, so discount rate for an expansion of the company's present business. okay, in case of expansion plan, 20.8 can be used as a discount rate, because this is our cost of capital. We know that cost of capital we can use as a discount factor, so that's why 20.8 will be the discount factor of the company in case of expansion. एंड इन केस ऑफ डाइवर्सिफिकेशन प्लान, एक्सपेंशन में हम लोग बिजनेस एक्सपांड करते हैं. ओके, और डाइवर्सिफिकेशन में हम लोग क्या है ना, बिजनेस का लाइन भी चेंज कर सकते हैं. ओके, सो इन केस ऑफ डाइवर्सिफिकेशन प्लान, a different discount factor would be used depending upon the risk profile. okay, because diversification may contain the risk, so in that case the discounting factor will be different. एक्सपांशन में सेम बिजनेस लाइन जो है वो एक्सपांड किया जाता है, और डाइवर्सिफिकेशन में बिजनेस लाइन चेंज हो सकता है, मतलब चेंज ही करते हैं वो लोग. सो उस फैक्टर में हम लोग को एग्जैक्टली नहीं पता है कि रिस्क कितना रहेगा, इसीलिए एक्सपांशन में हम लोग डिस्काउंटिंग फैक्टर हम लोग का 20.8 दैट इज के यूज़ कर सकते हैं, लेकिन डाइवर्सिफिकेशन में ऐसा नहीं हो सकता, बिकॉज इट इज़ डिपेंडिंग अपॉन रिस्क. ओके, रिस्क ऑफ दैट प्रोफाइल. ओके, so here we have completed illustration number 30. now we will go for illustration number 31. okay, from 31 to 37 these are like a basic questions, but there are some new things, so we will discuss it. Question number 31, you can choose to invest in two shares, that is A and B. so these are the shares. Here expected return percentage, and here standard deviation is given. The correlation between the return of the two shares, that is 0.15. okay, so basically correlation is given. Your portfolio consists of 100 shares of A and 50 shares of B, and current market price is 50 of A and 100 of B. so basically we have to multiply, so we will get the market value. Okay, and calculate the expected return and standard deviation of portfolio. Here expected return and standard deviation is already given, but that is of a individual securities, that is shares, but we have to find out the entire portfolio's expected return and standard deviation. Okay, so let's start. See, security A, security B, number of shares which is given in the question, and market price is also given in the question. See, 100 shares multiplied by 50, rupees 50, so I will get the amount 5,000, and here 50 shares multiplied by market price is 100, so I will get again the amount, that is 5,000, total is 10,000. Now weight we are seeing that it is 50-50%, so you can check it, that is 5,000 divided by 10,000, 5,000 divided by 10,000 will get to 0.5, 0.5. Okay, now they are asking about expected return of portfolio. So here according to the weight we will find out the expected return of the portfolio. So 10 multiplied by 0.5, we know that we will get a half, that is 5, and 15 multiplied by 0.5, so we will get the amount, that is return, that is half. So total will be 12.5%. I am not using calci here because it's very simple calculation. So I am getting the percentage, return percentage, that is 12.5. So I got the first answer. Now second answer. See, calculation of standard deviation of portfolio. So this is the formula. We know that if only two securities are there, so formula will be short. So standard deviation of A multiplied by weight of A का square, standard deviation of B multiplied by weight of B का square, 2 ब्रैकेट में स्टैंडर्ड डेविएशन ऑफ ए मल्टीप्लाइड बाय वेट ऑफ ए, स्टैंडर्ड डेविएशन ऑफ बी मल्टीप्लाइड बाय वेट ऑफ बी मल्टीप्लाइड बाय कोरिलेशन ऑफ ए बी. ओके, so standard deviation of A which is given in the question, that is 10 multiplied by weight is 0.5, weight का square, plus standard deviation of B is 20 multiplied by 0.5 का square, plus 2, 10 multiplied by 0.5, 20 multiplied by 0.5 multiplied by correlation of AB. Correlation of AB is given 0.15. Okay, 0.15 is my correlation of AB given in the question in the last para, first line. Okay, so calculation 10 multiplied by 0.5 multiply by मतलब square करना है. Okay, so 25 multiply is equal to, okay, plus 20 multiplied by 0.5 multiply is equal to 100, plus 10 multiplied by 0.5 multiplied by 2, so ध्यान में रखना है 10, after that 20 multiplied by 0.5 multiplied by 10 multiplied by 0.15. okay, so I am getting here 15. Now we will take a total 25 plus 100 plus 15, so I am getting 140. सो जस्ट प्रेस करो, आपका आंसर रेडी हो जाएगा. 11.83. ओके, राउंड ऑफ करके 83, 11.83%. लेट्स चेक बोथ द आंसर्स. सी, 12.5%, 11.83%. okay, so here we have completed illustration number 31. Now we will go for illustration number 32. The expected return of the stock X has the फॉलोइंग डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन, दैट इज डिमांड. ओके, वीक, एवरेज, स्ट्रॉन्ग, ऐसा अगर डिमांड रहेगा तो प्रोबेबिलिटी क्या रहेगा. सो 0.2, 0.5, 0.3. हियर रेट ऑफ रिटर्न मीन्स एक्सपेक्टेड रिटर्न इज बेसिकली गिवन. कैलकुलेट द स्टॉक्स एक्सपेक्टेड रिटर्न, स्टैंडर्ड डिविएशन एंड कोएफिशिएंट ऑफ वेरिएशन. ओके, सो कोएफिशिएंट ऑफ वेरिएशन के लिए फॉर्मूला क्या होता है हम लोग बाद में देखेंगे. पहले ये दोनों तो सिंपल है, एक्सपेक्टेड रिटर्न एंड स्टैंडर्ड डिविएशन, वो हम लोग फाइंड आउट करेंगे. ओके, लेट्स स्टार्ट. सी, demand is given, that is weak, strong and average, like that, and return percentage are already given in the question, that is 15, which is in minus. Okay, you can put a bracket also. 26 and 40. After that probability is given in the question, 0.2, 0.5, 0.3. okay, just multiply now. 15 which is in minus multiplied by 0.2, so I am getting minus 3. Then 26 multiplied by 0.5, I am getting 13. Then 40 multiplied by 0.3, I am getting 12. So we will take a total, so we will get the expected return. So 13 plus 12 minus 3, so I am getting 22% as my expected return. Okay, so 22% is my answer of our expected return. Now we have to find out the standard deviation, so that's why I am going for next step, that is deviation. So deviation is nothing but the return minus expected return. So return is 15, which is in minus expected return is 22, so I am getting 37, which is in minus. Okay, after that 26 is the return minus expected return is 22, I am getting 4. 40 is the return minus expected return is 22, so I am getting 18. नेक्स्ट वन डेविएशन का स्क्वायर. ओके, सो 37 विच इज़ इन माइनस, उसका स्क्वायर करना है 1369. 4 का स्क्वायर वी नो दैट 16. 18 का 324 समथिंग, या 324. नाउ डेविएशन का स्क्वायर मल्टीप्लाइड बाय प्रोबेबिलिटी, सो 1369 मल्टीप्लाइड बाय माई प्रोबेबिलिटी इज 0.2, सो आई एम गेटिंग 273.8. 16 multiplied by 0.5, so we'll get 8, and here 324 multiplied by 0.3, so I am getting 97.2. okay, now just take a total, 273.8 plus 8 plus 97.2, so I am getting 379 as a variance. Now we'll get a standard deviation here, so it is 19.4. राउंड ऑफ करना है, 7 की वजह से 6 का 7 हो जाएगा, सो 19.47 इज माई स्टैंडर्ड डेविएशन. नाउ लास्ट पार्ट, दैट इज कोएफिशिएंट ऑफ वेरिएशन. ओके, इसका फॉर्मूला हम लोग ने पहले देखा नहीं था, अभी फर्स्ट टाइम आया. ओके, सो कोएफिशिएंट ऑफ वेरिएशन फॉर्मूला इज स्टैंडर्ड डेविएशन ऑफ पोर्टफोलियो डिवाइड बाय एक्सपेक्टेड रिटर्न, दैट इज आरपी. ओके, सो आई हैव रिटन द फॉर्मूला. सी, standard deviation of x, because here security x was given in the question, so standard deviation is 19.47%, and my expected return of this security is 22%, so basically here 22%. now 19.47, okay, divide by 22%, okay, 22%. अगर आपने परसेंट प्रेस किया तो लाइक दैट आंसर आएगा, डायरेक्टली डिवाइड किया तो फिर नॉर्मल आंसर आएगा. ओके, सो हम लोग नॉर्मल आंसर लिखेंगे. सी, 19.47 डिवाइड बाय 22%. अगर किया तो हम लोग का 88.5 आ जाएगा, लेकिन हम लोग को परसेंट दोनों जगह पे है, तो हम लोग को परसेंट नहीं प्रेस करना है. ओके, परसेंट कैंसिल हो जाएगा. सो 19.47 डिवाइड बाय 22 सिंपली, सो 0.885. सो लेट्स टेक द आंसर्स. 22%, 19.47, 0.885. okay, so here we have completed illustration number 32. now we will go for illustration number 33, which is very small and simple. An individual has invested 70,000 in a stock, okay, and has the beta is 0.7, and has invested 80,000 in another stock and beta is 1.5. so basically we will give the name for the securities A and B. okay, so A investment is 70,000 and it's a beta is 0.7, and B investment is 80,000 and its beta is 1.5. if these are only two investments in her portfolio, then what is her portfolio beta? It's very simple question. We will just find out the weight and we will multiply the beta and weight and we'll get a weighted beta. okay, let's start. See, stock we have given name, that is A and B. Here investment is given and weight. Now we will find out the weight. 70,000 divided by 1,50,000. okay, so I am getting the weight, that is 0.47. okay, 0.47 round off करके 80,000 divided by 1,50,000, so I am getting the weight, that is 0.53. okay, my calci is not working properly, so you may means आपको कुछ अलग दिखेगा कैल्सी में, तो वो ज़रा सा कैल्सी का प्रॉब्लम है. सो 0.47 प्लस 0.53 आई एम गेटिंग 1. ओके, आप लोग डिवाइड करके देख लो, आप लोग का भी यही आ जाएगा वेट. ओके, सो नाउ वेट मल्टीप्लाइड बाय बीटा, सो 0.47 मल्टीप्लाइड बाय 0.47 मल्टीप्लाइड बाय 0.7. ओके, इट इज़ 0.329. ओके, 0.53 मल्टीप्लाइड बाय 1.5, so I am getting 0.795. just take a total, 0.329 plus 0.795, I am getting 1.12. राउंड ऑफ करेंगे 2 डेसिमल तक, सो 1.12 इज माई वेटेड बीटा। लेट्स चेक द आंसर, इतना ही पूछा था क्वेश्चन में, ओके 1.12। सो हियर वी हैव कंप्लीटेड इलस्ट्रेशन नंबर 33।